Is this hopefully going to be the very final video? We shall see, we shall see. Alright, we're finished with all the pipe assembly stuff here. So what I need to do is glue the front part to the main body here. And I have stuffed it with that soft, super lightweight putty, or whatever it's called. Clay. Lightweight clay is what it is. Now, what I want to make sure is that it's not going to be at a slant, right? Because that would, like, completely suck. It would not be good to have that slanted, okay?
Why don't I have...
Alright.
This is so weird.
Okay. Just make sure
Oh,
I got plenty of glue here. And then I'm just going to have to hold this, apparently.
there we go.
Let me get that in the hole. Align that. And then here we go. This is aligned. Looks good to me. I just have to hold this and be patient, guys.
The way they put the card in the box, they put all the resistor values.
So this is a group build I am participating in. I entered this into the group build. It's on Scale Model Addict forum. I guess I should have the link in the description, hopefully. We shall see. Hopefully I'll remember to put that in there. But anyhow, I need to do, after this is done drawing, I need to do the instrumentation. You see I only have like one little white dot right there. I'm going to do the instrumentation with some acrylic gloss paint, all the buttons and crap in there.
It's large.
And I think I'm getting pretty close to done. I do have to attach the canopy after that, and then I will have some work to do to get that to work right, because like I said in a previous video, it really should have been resin, not vinyl. That just made it kind of really difficult. Oh well. So yeah, I will have to use a little bit of putty, I think, to fill in some of the gap, because cutting that was not an exact science. It was a little bit difficult. I think this is done drying. Let's just take a look here. I think I'm done. I think the CA glue has set. Looks like it's okay now. Let me see.
No offense, Germany. Your software engineers are complainers. And, you know, we're chatting it up. Oh, by the way, I'm going to London.
Yes, that's about right. I think this might need... Oh, Shazbot. This might need to be re-glued.
Her aunt and uncle from Long Island are going, and
because it's looks a little bit crooked.
Okay. Is your aunt okay?
Alright.
I was like, yeah, totally. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo
I gotta
this.
figure out what to do.
Remind her of that.
Well, I wanted.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-glue this.
I wanted to go to Egypt.
Here we go. Alright, this is the back plate.
Okay, no flash time. Forget the flash. Forget the flash. Cancel the flash.
I'm watching a live stream of
collision light. I'm surprised that didn't.
Pitstain Hobbies. He's doing a Millennium Falcon group build, apparently. Check out his channel. If you don't, then I'm afraid to tell you that you suck, because I rather enjoy his videos. It's nice to see a fellow modeler online who has a bit of self-deprecating humor and a severe lack of ego, a lack of hey, look at me, I'm Mr. Expert Modeler guy. He's not like that. He's pretty cool. So yeah, if you appreciate my attitude, you might like his videos. He's pretty funny too. Alright, so this is in place, I guess.
717. My wife was friggin' flipping out with the screen with the headrests. I was thinking, babe, these planes are from 1998. What do you expect?
I'm gonna have to do this again.
But the flight crews love Boeing 717. The old McDonnell Douglas. What was that? The MD?
Let me do this again.
Boeing 717. It was one of those. When Boeing bought McDonnell Douglas, they renamed the newer McDonnell Douglas jet the Boeing 717. But it's got the two engines at the back of the fuselage. That thing is a hot rod. When you take off in one of those, man, that thing pins you back in the seat like nothing else.
Okay. So I just want to make sure this gets on square, right?
The other hot rod.
Flush and even. Because if not, it's gonna look dorky and stupid. And I don't like stuff that's dorky and stupid. Because it's dorky and stupid. Alright, this is in place now. I do believe. So yeah, I filled all the inside there. That's where I left off at the last video. Filled in all the body. See, that's the thing with sofubi, is it's good to do that because you don't want the stuff to. Oh my gosh. You know, I did this the wrong way. I should have attached these parts into place at first, and then bent these things into place, because I don't think these are going to fit right now.
And to give you an idea of the size difference,
the rods are maybe not long enough.
The fuselage of a 7.3
Shoot.
is about the same.
Well, maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's not so bad.
Wow.
If I can just get them in the hole, stick them in the hole, Stuart.
The engine cowling is the same size as the 7.3 fuselage. Well, I clipped that way before.
Alright. I'm gonna open this up a little bit more. There. Pisseth me not.
We have a super low flight number for a flight number to Heathrow from Atlanta.
Okay. Come on.
Well, like the flight numbers were assigned in order.
Oh, come on.
And
just
I
get the
think,
crap in there, you doorknob.
who has flight number 1? Like you have a flight number for your flight. Like if it's Delta.
Oh, you know what? I need to use my needle nose pliers. That's the best way, because I can grip it better, more betterly.
It was based on age. And it was like,
Come on, I'm gonna go pick up my wife from work pretty soon, right? I am enjoying my summer vacation. My wife's summer vacation ended yesterday. And this is just taking way too much time. Anyhow, I'm going to skip ahead because this is probably super boring, and I don't want to bore you, so there you go. I went ahead and attached the guns to the turret guns to the top of the canopy here. I painted a bit on here, on the buttons and such. It's a little bit sloppy. Those buttons are just way too tiny. I can't do anything with that. It's really just too tiny. If you have an idea of painting indented little dots like that and then wiping them away without using enamels, let me know. What I was doing was I was just using this to wipe away. I had this with acrylic paint and was wiping away the gloss yellow. It wasn't really working very well. Whatever. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and attach the canopy, which I have not been looking forward to. I really have not. Really have not, but let's just go do this anyways. There. Okay. All right, we'll hold this in place. I'm gonna have to fill in the cracks there. I'm not happy about doing that, but I'll use the acrylic putty on that. Don't like... They really should have had this thing as resin. I keep saying that over and over again. That's my one complaint about this. I mean, doing all the wires, these pipes and stuff, was kind of fun. I can't complain too much about that, but this canopy it could have been handled better. I am a doorknob. I'm a total doorknob. I forgot the flight stick. I just popped this off real quick before the cement CA glue totally solidified. Alright, let me put this in here. This is one of those pewter parts here. There. Golly. Alright. Time to put this back on. Good thing I saw this. The thing was even just sitting on my cutting mat and everything, ready to go. Just waiting for me to do the canopy. Golly. There. Alright, all over again. Gotta take care of this crap. Alright. Vallejo plastic putty. This is acrylic. I don't know why this label got so trashed, but whatever. Alright, so I'm just gonna cram this crap in here and see how it goes. Maybe I should use this toothpick instead. And then the good thing about this is that it does not disturb the paint. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go around the perimeter like this. And then, okay, let's just go around this perimeter. Just use some water and remove the excess here. Okay. I guess that's how I'm going to proceed. I might have to reapply a little bit of putty here and there, though. Okay, I'm going back to the Mr. Color 325. And I'm just hand brushing this onto here. Well, I hope this is going to look okay. 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 Alright, I don't really like this, but it's better than nothing. What I don't like is having the cockpit canopy made out of soft vinyl. Should have been resin. Would have been a lot better. Oh well. It's passable. At least, I guess. I'll cover it up with some weathering if I need to. Mr. Metal Primer. Now, I attached this brush. This product normally doesn't come with brushes, so I attached this on my own. You can buy the brushes separately. I've probably got some in my drawer down there somewhere. I'm not going to show it to you because I don't feel like it, but whatever, just trust me on that. Alright. So this is clear, which is cool, because I want to keep that color. But I need to weather it a little bit. Okay. Doing a little bit of weathering. I am using Citadel's Shade Nuln Oil, which is, I used that on the old Bandai Y-Wings, that old video I made several years ago. And it was, oh gosh, what was it? The 1/44 scale, the vehicle collection Bandai Y-Wings, right? Anyhow, it was several years ago. And this is an acrylic wash, so no worries about any enamel here. And I'm just painting on some of this stuff here. Boy, it's kind of annoying, isn't it? Just, yeah, here we go. I guess that's alright. Just add a bit of color. so that it's not perfect looking. Right? Make it nice and weathered to match the rest of this. Oh, that looks cool, man. That looks so cool. Actually, let's go ahead and run this along here. It's probably the best thing to do, I think. There. That looks cool. That looks great. I'm not going to make that canopy seam line perfect. I think I'm just going to just fall forward with that. And maybe not go out of my way. Oh shoot, I gotta be careful. I just touched this stuff here. I can kind of throw it in here too as well, right? This looks pretty nice. And then I'll be done. So once this dries, I can attach the engine pylons. Alright, got a bit of a problem here. So it's kind of just sits back. Now I had recorded attaching these pewter landing gears. However, I don't know what happened to that footage. I think I may have copied it into a wrong directory somewhere, and I just can't find it. So whatever, just pretend that you saw it. Whatever, huh? Whatever. All right, so at least I had the foresight of not using CA glue for this front one. What I did was I used the modeling glue, the Cemendyne modeling glue. It's a bit weaker. I'm gonna pop this out. Okay, see now this is the way it's supposed to be here. Look at that. Look at that. I wonder. Now, fortunately, the pewter is a bit softer than regular metal, right? But I am going to cut this right here at the joint here, the segment. Oh, okay, there's no going back now. No going back now. Okay. Now, I don't mind if I blunt the crap out of this cutter. There. I might need to use a rotary tool or something to... There we go. All right. Okay. It's shorter, however, it's difficult to cut. It is difficult to cut. Nuts. I wish I had something less barbaric to cut this with. Anyhow, what I can do is test this out. Let me put this in here like so. There. And then... oh my gosh. I can't make it down. Gotta get down. Gotta get down here. Okay. Oops. Get that out of the way. There. I think it's a bit better. It is a bit better. What I could do is do it kind of disjointedly. Can you see what I'm talking about? Okay. Alright, I'll see if I can just try filing it down first, see how that goes. Alright, this is what I'm talking about here. See, this is looking a lot better now. Now, I'm going to zoom in here. Come on, focus, Daniel-san. Focus. There we go. Alright, so I got the two segments there, and I can see kind of how it's supposed to fit. I think I guessed, luckily, at the height, like how much to remove, because this seems to be sitting a lot more flatly than it had been before. Okay. Since the metal is soft, I'm able to drill into it with my pin vise. Starting out with a 0.5 to make sure this is centered, because I started out with the 1 millimeter, and it's kind of, yeah, didn't really get it straight in the middle, so what I'm going to do is insert a rod to solidify the parts. Okay. There. I use my 1 millimeter pin vise. Now I've prepared this. This is pretty much centered. Okay. Just get plenty of CA glue here. There we go. Let's see about okay, I just cut this. And I need to cut it a little bit shorter. There we go. No, I got it upside down. Goofball. There we go. You see that? All right. Okay. Just get plenty of glue here. Ah. go. Considerably shorter. Alright, so I was using this file here to file down the pewter, and it worked pretty well. Alright, so I ended up having to and shorten it even more? Yeah. And shorten, that's a word, right? Yeah, of course it is. Alright, so this should do it. Should do it. Should do it. Alright, so this is that glue I was telling you about, right? This is the cementine modeling glue. It's really great. I like this on using this on photo etch because it's doesn't rapidly work. Gives you time to work on stuff once you put it into position and such. Alright. Okay. Alright, so that is how that goes there. And now there. And then once I put this in place, I'll just let this, leave this alone. There we go. I think that should do it. There. Okay. I think it's done. And it looks a lot straighter on the ground. There, I took it off I took the camera off of the stand, the mounting arm, so that I can go all the way down. So you can see here, it's not totally perfect, but it's a lot better now than it was before. So I think I'm calling this finished. I'm just gonna have to just not touch this for a while. So again, this is Cemendine's high-grade model glue. You probably can't find this outside of Japan. Okay, I'm almost done with this. I noticed that the back of the engine nacelles here, they're a little bit too clean looking, so I'm gonna spray some Tamiya smoke. Because this is pretty smoky, right? This has that liquid with the V color smoke color. So. Alright, so these ends of the nacelles here looking a little bit too stark. Let me kind of add a little bit of this crap here. There. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry a bit. Okay, I'm gonna use the Mr. Weathering solvent, right, which is specifically made for the weathering thing that I showed here, right? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So this is something you definitely don't want to put onto the vinyl, but resin's okay. Yeah, clear this off here. There we go. just kind of barely wet here. Okay. There we go. Oh shit, hold on, sorry about that. Okay. There. Okay. Alright, so this just kind of breaks it up a little bit and shows a little bit of variation, so it doesn't look so clean. Okay, so with this, I guess I can just do a final dull coat on this, right? Matte coat. I don't know what's going on here. It's okay, it looks cool, right? It looks kind of battle damaged, whatever. There we go. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do a clear coat. You're not gonna see it, but then I'll be finished with this. So, oh crap! Look at this. I have to reposition this thing now. It has come undone, and this is the one that was broken, right? I believe. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Perhaps if I just use a toothpick here. Then I can just dab it right at the base in there. Hopefully, there we go. Okay, so I guess I am now done with this. So it's pretty neat. Pretty neat build, right? So anyhow, thanks for watching. Here comes the slideshow, and as always, live long and prosper. May the force be with you, and so long, and thanks for all the fish. Bye.
Bye.